Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Corey. Today on Cooking with Corey, I thought I would show you a couple cheaper steaks that are really tender and delicious steaks that you can take out of the chuck subprimal, because beef prices are crazy right now. I mean, like ribeyes are like up to $15 to $16.99 a pound. Strips are up to $13.99. These are equally as good steaks. They are tender steaks. They come out of the chuck subprimal, and we'll start with a Denver cut steak right here. And that's a good steak, and sometimes that's called a beef short rib, boneless short rib. It's called a couple other things. You know, you can usually pick that up right now at my store. That's $7.69 a pound. You know, that's a good deal. It's a good steak. Great marbling on it. Good deal. Good tender. Anything that comes from the chuck, it's got a really beefy flavor, and I really enjoy. This other one, you probably, more of you know, it's a poor man's ribeye. It's called a chuck eye steak. You know, there's a couple that you get out of the chuck because it's a fall off muscle going back to the ribeye. And these are running around $7.99 a pound at my store right now. Where at my store right now, you can get a ribeye for $16.99 a pound. Great steak. This is one of my favorite steaks right here. Delicious, both tender, both great eating steaks. Let's get them seasoned up next. We'll reverse sear them. All right, let's get these seasoned up. We got our chuck eye over here and our Denver cut steak over here. Both delicious steaks. I mean, for basically half the price, you get those fancy steaks for. Kosher salt. These are nice, thick steaks. They're not that big, like whatever. They're about 3/4 of a pound each, give or take right there. Fresh cracked pepper. Nice, good coat of fresh cracked pepper. Heavily seasoned, because you're going to lose a lot of that seasoning on our grill. I'm going to do all the sides. We're going to sweat them out. We'll be back. As you can see, we got a steak seasoned. I just got to get the ends in. I'm just going to use what's left on the plate for both the ends of my steaks there. Obviously our Denver, look, heavily seasoned all the way around. Looking good. Same with the chuck eye. Sides. Looking good. Let those sweat out 5-10 minutes. We'll get them on the grill. Meanwhile, while our steaks are sweating out over there, getting all delicious, we're going to run a vortex today. Thanks, Lee from Smoking Bears. Sent me a vortex last year. I'm going to use her again today. That's what we're going to use today. We're going to indirect to begin with. We'll get our grate in there, like so. That burn off a little bit. We can clean it up. We'll get our steaks on. We want to be going pretty high heat today, so I got all of my bottom vents open. Obviously, get all the crud off the grate. Obviously, we're going to be putting our steaks around the edge. We're going to put it on there until they're 100. They're not that big of steaks, you know. 3/4 of a pound isn't that big of a steak, so we don't want to be messing around, taking it over 100 before we put it on the real heat, which is the middle in the vortex. All right, our Weber kettle is ripping around 475. It is pulling up there. Should be around 500 here before long. Anyway, we're going to pull the top down. We're going to put our steaks on indirect. So we got it over there. We'll put our chuck eye over here. And our Denver over here. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. Anyway, I got out of shot. I did get out of shot a little bit, but anyway, we're going to do indirect for a bit. We'll close it back up. Give those a flip here in probably about 5-10 minutes. We'll start checking temps. 100 degrees is what we're shooting for. All right, we've had our steaks in there a good 5 minutes, and people always, you know, are wondering what's indirect. Well, you can see over here my gauge. In the top of the Weber is different than in the bottom because I don't have one there. But anyway, running around 450 degrees. So what's basically happening here, we've got an oven. We've got a charcoal oven going on in here. So you're cooking those steaks at a nice, you know, they're just hanging out there, relaxing, getting cooked. All in that delicious kettle oven right there we got going on. Then we're going to scare the crap out of them. We're going to sear them up. All right, we're still waiting on 100 degrees. All right, folks, been 10 minutes. indirect heat, 450 degrees in our Weber kettle. And you can see our steaks back here are looking good. Give them a flip. Give them a flip. I can tell they're not even close right now. Oh, he's even close to being to where we want them to right now. So another 10 minutes. Don't forget to season your steak. Look at my steaks. Those are seasoned to perfection, people. Season your steaks liberally. All right, another 10 minutes. All right, it's been another 10 minutes. Let's see where we're at. Oh my gosh, we might be over a little bit over here on our check eye. I don't know. Anyway, this check temps. There's a check eye. We'll bring him in there so you guys can see him. See where he's at on the temp scale there. Set it. There we go. See where we're at. Over on him. And we're a little over on our Denver. So we're going to start searing next. That'll be our next go around. Alright, no better time than the present to get our searing going, right? Let's get our Denver on there. Right on top of our vortex. And we're going to get our check eye over there on the other side. Now they are a smidge over, so I'm going to give them maybe 30 seconds tops here. And we'll hit each side of them and we'll go from there. Alright, 30 seconds have gone by. Let's move our Denver to the side. And we're just going to flip the whole chuck eye steak over, like so. He really won't lay on the side, so we're going to do our Denver on the side. 30 seconds, then we're going to pull the chuck eye off, and we're going to continue to flip our Denver. Alright, 30 seconds have elapsed. Taking our chuck eye off because he was over our temp, which we wanted 100, and we didn't quite hit that, did we? Alright, there's that other side, 30 seconds. 30 seconds have elapsed. Got our last side on our Denver. 30 more seconds, we pull him. 30 seconds have gone by. Our Denver cut steak is looking delicious. We'll go over here on the plate to rest. Gonna let those rest a good 10 minutes. We'll give them a cut. Right, time to cut into these bad boys. We got our Denver here and our check over here. I know this one's over baked, so let's get into that first, and it is. It's a good medium though. Nice medium. So good. Here's our Denver. Let's cut into him, see how we did. A few slices out of him. And as you can see, we did really good with him. We got a nice medium rare in there. I know it's hard for you guys to see. These are both, the chuck eye is definitely a medium. This is definitely a medium rare. I know the lighting's not that great, but yes, let's take a taste. Look at all the fat, look at all the marbling in there. Oh my Lord. I'll tell you what. So beefy, so good, so juicy. I mean, look at that. Look at the juice coming out of him. Look at all that. Really good. Really good steaks. So if you're looking for something cheaper, this is what you got. They might be cheap, but they are delicious steaks, especially the chuck eye, which is one of my favorites. Too bad we got him a little over. He is medium though, he'll be alright. And the Denver, really underutilized. Go check it out. Or check your butcher. They're hard to get. You only get one or two of these out of each chuck survival, so give them a talk. Get some delicious meat like that. Alright, Cooking with Corey's out. We'll see you next week.